All right. What's good? I am back. Your boy KO Kenny is back. I'm glad to be back, although I'm tired. It's been a couple long days. My work schedule has gotten flipped around a few times. I am tired, but we making this happen. We back with no cap. We back to talk the real facts, talk all the smack, speak the good stuff. The real stuff that actually makes sense, the non-fanboy stuff. Bro, why they gotta hate on me in New York, man? As soon as I start streaming, the cars start making them crazy sounds out there, bro. At least it ain't the police trucks this time. But yo, here we go. Let me start this off with one of my tracks. This one is called Shoot My Shot. I'm gonna keep on switching my tracks every time. This is a soft song. This is a love song. It's called Shoot My Shot. I know this is a boxing stream, but it don't matter. Good music is good music. So we gonna play that one time. Here we go. Yeah. Like that. But I may wanna be with
Yo,
you.
what's good, Tony?
I may wanna eat you. I may wanna teach you. I may wanna sex you up. May never know shorty, so please give a fuck. Nothing to lose, but your heart could get touched. Make you feel good, make your landscape it bright. Maybe we married, we could join the club. Will she love me? I don't see how not. I'm the hottest in the hood, I'm the realest nigga out. I'ma put it on the table, I'ma shoot my shot. Different than the niggas on the block. I put some bids in cause I want your stock. Too good to lose, nothing to think about. I just wanna talk to you, but you won't stop. Let's have a drink, baby, you choose a spot. Whatever you like, shorty, you choose the rock. Let us have time, tell your friends not to block. This emotional nigga make you feel good, consistent. I just wanna talk to you, change your conditions. I don't mean no harm, babe, please stop resisting. Let go restrictions, make up your mind, baby, make a decision. Won't you decide? Just make a decision. Make up your mind. May wanna be with you. I may wanna eat you. I may wanna teach you. I may wanna sex you up. May never know shorty, so please give a fuck. Nothing to lose, but your heart could get touched. Make you feel good, make your landscape it bright. Maybe we married, we could join the club. Do you believe in love like when you first see him? It's hard to find a shorty when you type, you barely meet him. Like, do you see a shorty, give me feels and then believe him? I be painting pictures like Picasso, damn, I need him. Nah, I really want a bag like Jodeci, I'm feeling this the right type of time. Shorty, summer is the season. From talking to lust and to love, that's the sequence. For real. Nah, I don't like that. We could love with patience, no love is disrespectful. Wanna last forever, validate and make it special. Wounds on your heart, we could heal, we could manage. Save the rest of love left, baby, we gon' salvage. Persistent with passion, I swear I'm a savage. We could change, we could grow, end up with a carriage. I could make you feel good one night, not embarrassed. Let you make the choice, it is your thought that matters. May wanna be with you. I may wanna eat you. I may wanna teach you. I may wanna sex you up. May never know shorty, so please give a fuck. Nothing to lose, but your heart could get touched. Make you feel good, make your landscape it bright. Maybe we married, we could join the club. Hey, I don't know. We gonna pause this. We gonna pause this part. The ending is just me talking as if I was bagging some girls or some shorties. Me talking to the mic in the studio. I was bagging the mic. But yeah, I'll leave it there. If y'all want to check out what the ending says, y'all could go do that on your own free time. Says some dope shit, but y'all go check that out, man. I ain't gonna put y'all through that. This is a boxing show at the end of the day, and there was a lot of soft stuff that was said in that track, and we gonna get right back into the hard stuff. We about to jump right into the boxing talk. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here today, but I'm gonna be here as long as I possibly can. But here we go. Let's get right into it. Number one. Now we have my first topic of conversation is Andre Ward. And what the hell did he do for him to be inducted into the Hall of Fame? That man ain't do shit. He lost to Kovalev. Since he lost to Kovalev should have gone to the Hall of Fame. I'm talking so much smack. Nah, but seriously, Andre Ward didn't do anything. He ain't become undisputed in shit. He unified, I think, 2 belts. He lost to Kovalev. He arguably cheated and beat the guy by low blows in the second fight that they had. And he retired shortly after. He never really accomplished anything for people to give him the praise that he's getting. I'm not a fan of Andre Ward. I'm not a fan of his commentating. I'm not a fan of his boxing style. I'm not a fan of anything he did in his boxing career. I'm not a fan of the way he speaks. I'm not a fan of the way he licks his lips. I'm not a fan of anything that he does.
I'm not a hater either, but I'm not a fan. See, if he was doing something great, I'd big up whatever he's doing great. But he's not doing nothing great. And then he's full of himself. And him being full of himself makes me dislike the entire situation. He's full of himself, and there's nothing for him to be full of himself of. And then everybody's on his bandwagon, or a shitload of people are on his bandwagon. It doesn't make sense to me. He sometimes says some things that make sense with his commentating, but most of the time, he's being a biased, bandwagon-ass dude when he's doing his commentating. Bandwagoning for whoever he likes more as a fighter, whoever he has more of a relationship with as a fighter. So yeah, man. Andre Ward, he ain't done shit to be inducted to the Hall of Fame. Mayweather, that one makes perfect sense. Mayweather did things to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Andre Ward, he ain't do nothing. He shouldn't even be into consideration. It doesn't even make sense to me. Make it make sense, please. Cause somebody here, please make it make sense. Yo, what's good? Salute Team Batman Boxing. Cause somebody here, please make it make sense. What the hell did Andre Ward do in order to be inducted to the Hall of Fame? In 2 minutes, I went through all his accolades and all the little bit of good things that he's done in his career. And I also went through a bunch of disgusting things that he did, or not disgusting things that he gets credit for doing that he really didn't do in his career. So, salute Team Batman Boxing. We here, we moving. So, undisputed, unified, not undisputed. Who cares? How many fighters become unified and unified 2 belts in a weight class? If that's the case, the Hall of Fame needs to get open the floodgates to allow all the champions that unified a belt into the Hall of Fame. It's not worthy of praise. Nah, look, man. Look, bro. It's not worthy of any praise. He unified 2 belts and retired early and didn't fight nobody. He ran. He hid. He's like, oh, nah, I want to keep all my faculties. I want to stay healthy. I want my brains to fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, Andre Ward. You a bitch-ass nigga. Yeah. Fuck out of here. Andre Ward is a joke, man. Stop it. Worthy of no praise. Becoming a champion is worthy of praise. Yes. Becoming a unified champion is worthy of praise as well. It's not worthy of Hall of Fame praise. Like, let's stop. Barry Bonds is not in the Baseball Hall of Fame because of the steroids. Guess what? Steroids only provided power. The man, you got to be able to hit that ball that's coming at you 90, whatever, 100 miles an hour. It doesn't matter, the steroids. And Barry Bonds, his career and his accomplishments were so much greater than that of Andre Ward. Yeah, Andre Ward and his 2 belts and 1 weight class and early retirement and bitch-assness got inducted to the Hall of Fame. Frosh. Okay, so what? That's nothing. He does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Not for his commentating, not for his boxing, not for his early retirement. It's all terrible. It's all terrible. It's all terrible. Forget him. Let's move on. Hold on. I got another long comment. Let's see. When Ward said Joe Smith had more tools than Beterbiev, I couldn't help but think, what the fuck, Ward? That's just a terrible assessment. Ward is a terrible analyst. Ward is a terrible. Look, he's hating on Beterbiev. He's hating on anybody who's gonna do better than him. That's the fact. Look, I don't know about you guys, but I could have put my entire bank account on Beterbiev winning that fight. But Ward goes hating on here, saying nonsense with his stupid commentating. Ooh, Super Series winner. So fucking what? He won a Super Series and got 1 belt, no belts. So he didn't become undisputed. Excuse me. He didn't become undisputed in anything. He wasn't no 2 weight class champ. He was a 1 weight class, 2 belt champion in that 1 weight class. Retired early with some bitch assness. Didn't really take any challenges. There's somebody who retired early and didn't really take any challenges and got an undefeated record. Is that something that deserves to go to the Hall of Fame? Because if that's the case, I'm going to go fight truck drivers just like Zurdo. And then, I'm the greatest. I deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame is a sacred place for sacred people that have done great things, not for regular dudes. Nah, Floyd was a champion in how many weight classes? Floyd destroyed everybody. Floyd was the number one GOAT. Floyd had the best defense. Floyd is great. Because Floyd is great, he deserves to be there. Andre Ward is not great in my book. Andre Ward we never got to see if he was great or not because he ain't take no challenges. He retired like a fucking bitch. Ken, you called Smith Beterbiev, but did you expect Beterbiev to end it that quick? Hell no, Reese Mack. Hell no. I'd be lying if I said I expected him to end it that quick. Not at all. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But definitely no. No. If anybody says that they expected Beterbiev to end the fight that quick, they're fucking liars. They're lying to you. They're lying to you and to me. Arturo Gatti is in the Hall of Fame. We're not talking about Arturo Gatti. We're talking about Andre Ward here. Don't make me go research Arturo Gatti and have to shame and shit on him too. Didn't the man pass away? Don't make me do that to a dead man, bro. Let him rest in peace. Let's talk about the man Andre Ward who's alive, okay? Let's talk about the man Andre Ward who's alive and does not, I repeat, does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Fuck that. But here we go. Let's get to the real boxing talk. Let me recap a few things from this past weekend. First, Robeisy Ramirez. Bro, I fucking love his fighting style. I love his self-righteousness, the self-belief. I love that even after going through his trials and tribulations and losing his first fight as a pro, he's come back to be this guy who believes in himself, who believes in his power, who has great boxing ability, who sits down on his punches, who takes big challenges like Nova and knocks him the fuck out. Being the smaller guy, still knocks him the fuck out. Nova had all the tools to win that fight. If anything, Robeisy Ramirez was at a disadvantage, and he still knocked the fuck out of Nova. Team Backman Boxing says, agreed. We knew he would stop him, but nobody thought it would be in 2 rounds. Yeah, 2 now. That's fucking nuts. We gonna get into that Batman Boxing. We gonna get to that shortly. Nobody ever out here thought that shit was gonna be in 2 rounds, or that he was gonna get knocked down. What was it, 3-4 times in those 2 rounds? Nobody thought that. The Hall of Fame is not a monolith. The KO was brutal. I'm a get away from Andre Ward in the Hall of Fame. It's disappointing. He doesn't deserve to be there. If that's the case, like, whatever. We're gonna bring that one back for mano a mano, and we gonna discuss Tony. Plus, with him taking the L so soon, he'll be willing to fight anyone. 2 gold medals, he'll be expecting huge things. Yeah, bro. Robeisy Ramirez. So exciting, bro. 2 gold medals, like you just said. Lost his first fight. That was unexpected. Has won every fight since, and has all the self-belief and self-righteousness that any boxer needs to be great. You know who reminds me of him? The guy that's fighting this weekend. Jesse Bam Rodriguez reminds me of Robeisy Ramirez. Or they remind me of each other because they both have this amazing, outrageous self-belief to put in the work, to go hard, to go in there and fight the fights that nobody wants to fight, to go in there and fight the fights that Andre Ward would have ducked. That's what these guys do, Robeisy Ramirez and Jesse Bam Rodriguez. That's what they do. But yeah, Robeisy Ramirez knocked out Nova and his crazy looking beard, and I did not expect him to knock him out. I thought that was going to be a 12-round fight, and no. He clobbered his ass, put him down for the count. I couldn't believe it, and I was so hyped. And, you know, shout out to the highlights, right? Shout out to the highlights on Robeisy's hair. And, you know, I'm talking shit. That was just funny because, you know, the highlights did look pretty fucking cool. But, nah, man, he's super skilled. I love the self-belief. Great footwork. Great head work. Lot of power. Extremely precise punches. Robeisy Ramirez is going to be a great. You're going to see that. That boy is headed to the top. That boy is headed to the top. Here we go. Nova didn't seem to be able to hurt him. Nova landed some good punches, but Nova did land some good punches, some good jabs, some good hooks, some good punches. But I don't think as hard and as precise as those punches could have been. A lot of them landed on the gloves. and a lot of impact was taken on the gloves from Robesi. So being that they was hitting the gloves first, and then some of the impact was traveling to Robesi's face, that wasn't gonna be the punches to hurt or stop Robesi. That wasn't gonna do it. He wasn't landing anything clean. Ramirez, on the other hand, he was landing clean punches. He was getting through the guard. His punches were super crisp and precise. Like Nova had no answer for that, and I think Nova was employing the bad strategy. Nova was a slightly taller guy with a slightly longer reach. I think he should have been trying to throw a little more jabs, not entertaining the, oh, let's exchange power for power. Let's get in here and rough it out. Let's get in here and go blow for blow. Nova shouldn't have entertained that, but it is what it is. Nova did entertain it, and Nova got knocked the fuck out. And on the rise, his stock is completely on 100%. Robesi Ramirez stock is on the rise. Okay. Here we go. For the main event of this past weekend, the main event that was extremely exciting for everybody. I was plastered to the TV from the fight right before that, the Robesi Ramirez fight. That shit, it was super exciting. Just as exciting, maybe not. No, definitely not. Not just as exciting as Artur Beterbiev and Joe Smith. Not as exciting, but it was very exciting though. I was super excited watching that fight. King Jimbo, thoughts on Ward versus Beterbiev? With Bivol and Beterbiev as his mandos, and the undisputed clash with Adonis / Vosdik, right? Vosdik, I think. Ward left a lot on the table. Bro. Ward left everything on the table. Ward's career was just starting out. It's what Ward did was like, okay, fight a whole bunch of a shitload of truck drivers like Zurdo, right? And then he finally got an opportunity and he won the belt, and then got another opportunity and won the second belt in the fight that I think he should have lost. And then instead of continuing to fight, he retired. To me, that's like the equivalence of like Jesse Bam Rodriguez winning his belt against Cuadras and then saying, oh, I got my belt. I'm done, guys. I'm retired. Put me in the Hall of Fame. I'm a god. Bro, Beterbiev would fucking destroy Andre Ward. The whole, what Andre would be saying, oh, I just wanted to retire with my faculties and be able to speak to you well and be able to, be there for my kids and my family and live a long life. Fuck out of here, bro. If Artur Beterbiev and Andre Ward were to fight, Andre Ward is going to end up like Muhammad Ali. Yeah. With Parkinson's syndrome. That's a fact. Beterbiev got that real power. Andre Ward can't handle that shit. Beterbiev is not Kovalev. Don't play that. Beterbiev is top power. Top power. One of the top dogs when it comes to power. 32 is say too early to retire, especially when there are several monsters still around the division. Yeah, several monsters. Several big-ass paychecks. 2 belts to become undisputed, other weight classes. Andre Ward, he's not that big. He could have gone down to 168. Stop playing. Stop it. I think the man was scared. That's it. He didn't want to lose. That's it. I'm going to keep it factual. That's it. What happened, King Jimbo? I like those messages. Shouldn't have retracted them. You was chilling. We good. True people really overrated Ward's resume talk like he's the unbeatable great. Really isn't, though. I think we all know Kovalev won that first fight, and the second wasn't exactly convincing with the low blows. Team Batman Boxing, we on the same page. We on the same exact page. We believe the same exact thing. We feel the same exact thing. People need to stop being out here blow jiving Andre Ward. But here we go. Beterbiev came in this fight destroying dude. Destroying Joe Smith. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. Andre Ward and everybody want to be talking about. And Andre Ward want to be making all his fanboys believe that, oh, Beterbiev is not that great. He's not that skilled. He doesn't have footwork. He barely has power. Oh, he throws dirty shots. Oh, he doesn't have defense. He just comes forward. He won't be able to fight on the back foot. All the Andre Ward fanboys. Bro. Beterbiev is extremely skilled. He's extremely skilled mentally, extremely skilled physically. He puts the work in the gym. He got extreme power. His punches got great angles. Bro, if you notice, he as I was saying before the fight, he got these real inside powerful punches that land and cause extreme destruction. It's not like Joe Smith's punches. Joe Smith's punches that are super wide. He does this like whole body winding motion and throws a super wide punch. But Beterbiev is a nice little close, tight, big, powerful punch, bro. It's a difference. Beterbiev is the truth. And put some respect on that man's name. He deserves all the respect he's gonna get and it's coming to him. Akin Jimbo is this Jimmy from the H Money chat and BDA boxing? No, me don't know. Yo no sé, man. I don't know. But I respectfully want to say that I think that the guys that thought Joe Smith Jr. was going to win are crazy. Respectfully want to say that you guys are crazy. Like, I don't even see how you guys get to the thought that Beterbiev can't box and that Smith has more tools. Bro, Beterbiev has all the tools. Beterbiev destroys Canelo. Beterbiev destroys Bivol. Beterbiev destroys everybody in that weight class. And he may be able to go up to cruiserweight and destroy everybody there too. Stop fucking playing. Beterbiev was boxing in heavyweight in the Olympics. And he almost knocked out Alexander Usyk in heavyweight in the Olympics. Let's stop playing. He lost because the fight was short. If there was another couple extra rounds, I guarantee you Alexander Usyk would have lost and Beterbiev would have been the gold champion at heavyweight in the Olympics. Yeah, I said that. All right, let's get to some comments though. Even though Canelo took a few L's, he'll end his career with a better legacy than... Oh, that's a fact. Bro, Canelo's legacy is way better than Andre Ward's right now as we speak. That's a fact. Andre Ward ain't got shit on Canelo. Andre Ward ain't even got shit on Kovalev, the guy who he supposedly beat. Come on, man. Stop playing. Let's stop this, please. You know, bro, Andre Ward doesn't even have shit on Anthony Yard. Nah, all right. Okay. I'm going to slow down. I'm going too far. I am going too far. My fault. I'm going to rewind that a little bit. Here we go. I deleted those comments because of typos. I am OCD that way. All good, King. Look, man. Regardless of typos and nonsense, I know what you're saying. I'll translate it the proper way. I get it though. I respect it. No problems. I like your takes, my man. Not seeing you much recently. Yeah, you got some good takes. I agree with them too. Beterbiev destroys Joe Smith. I don't see either Bivol, Sudor, or Boazzi beating him. Nobody. Ignacio. Nobody. I'm with you. Nobody has anything. For Beterbiev. Bivol don't want that fight. There's an interview that I saw. I keep forgetting to bring it up. There's an interview that I saw. Bivol's talking about anybody who fights Beterbiev is going down, is getting hurt, is getting knocked out. Bivol don't want that fight. Bivol don't want that fight. Let's stop it. Sucks Bob's wasting his career on fighting a guy that's an even easier matchup than Smith. Bob? Who's Bob? Which Bob is wasting his career? Not following. Not following, Philly. Give me a little clarity. JC, yo, I'm low on sleep. That's why. I'm doing. Gotta forgive me on that one. Team Batman Boxing says Beterbiev was and has always been that guy to complete savage. Always. Look, man. I don't know why people don't put the respect on Beterbiev's name. Put some respect on the man's name. Even before this fight. This fight didn't have to happen for him to gain the respect. He had my respect way before this fight. He's shown that he has all the tools throughout all the opponents that he's faced because none of his opponents have been the same guy and they have all been skilled. Stop it. Let's stop playing. Look how Beterbiev trains. He's not a normal man, an animal. That's a fact. He is an animal. That's actually my next topic. After speaking about the fight, my next topic is Beterbiev and his workout routines. He is not regular. Canelo's resume surpassed Ward's resume the day he beat Triple G. Canelo's resume surpassed Andre Ward's resume way back. I like you gonna have me go look at this box rec. So I could tell you exactly when I feel that he passed Andre Ward. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Bruh. Bro, stop it. No, man. He passed Andre Ward back when he fought fucking when he beat Miguel Cotto. Shit. In 2015 he had already passed Andre Ward. Stop playing. He had all the names on his record are way bigger and better names than the names on Andre Ward's record. Let's stop. Let's please, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Canelo has been way past Andre Ward. Andre Ward is a nobody. Let's face the facts. And probably before. There we go, Team Batman Boxing. Now we on the same page. Beterbiev is a machine. Bob Arum. Nah, man, Bob Arum is not wasting his life. I see what you're saying now. Bob Arum isn't wasting his life, man. That man is making so much money off of so many fights. Bob Arum is just on the last bit of his life, doing great boxing matches, doing great things. And, you know, I've grown to become a fan of Bob Arum's because of his great business ethic. He's a great businessman. You know, he talks a little too much sometimes, but he's a great businessman. I've grown to be a fan of that. Salute, John McSmith. How's it going? Can't complain. Salute to everybody. Philly Drew, Jay Lang's Team Batman Boxing. Everybody who's here. JC, King Jimbo, Ignacio Ortiz. Let's get it. Tony Pugilist. All right. All right, let's see. If he fights in the UK versus Yard, I will definitely go. Can't miss the chance to see Beterbiev live. Yo, I will go too. The prices can't even be that crazy either, because I tell you this, Yard has zero chance. Yard is going to go in there and get knocked the fuck out. And supposedly that fight's already set, and we'll see. I think that if they could get a fight for Bevo, then that fight with Yard won't happen. But supposedly it's already said. They already got the contract, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. But we know lots of things happens where fights get derailed last minute, even after the contract is signed. So we'll see. True, I was being generous to Wardlow. It was way long before. That's a fact. I was going to say Cotto. Hey, look, man. Great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. But here we go, yo. Beterbiev, his workout routine. Bro, he's a beast. He's a beast. Benching some heavy ass weights with proper form, doing it properly. Do you see those wrist it was the wrist workouts he's doing, the wrist push-ups they called, the way he had his wrist on the mat. He had them like this, then he would switch to like this with his fingers, then he would switch, I think it was to like this, then he would go here. Bro, working out his wrist, because the punches that he throws are very powerful, and he doesn't want to hurt his wrist with the punches that he throws. It makes sense. Look, I've hurt my wrist. I'm not a boxer, and when I've hit the heavy bag for long periods of time in certain workouts, and when hitting the heavy bag, I have to tell you, I've hurt my left wrist certain times. I've hurt my right wrist certain times. Throwing certain hooks, throwing certain straights and very powerful. Like when I throw my punches with the most power, and like I hit the bag or I push the bag, let the bag swim back, and as the bag is coming back, I destroy it with a lot of power. Oh man, the amount of pain that I feel on my wrist it's a lot. And then I have to take a couple days break from hitting the heavy bag and punching because my wrist feels some type of way. So I could definitely see exactly why Beterbiev is doing those wrist workouts, because as he said, he punches with immense power in almost every single punch that he throws, without even having to do the crazy whines like, nah, bro. His punches come from here. His punches come like you don't see him winding up and doing crazy body movements to throw his punches. Stop playing. October 29th, O2 Arena, London. Beterbiev whooping Yard's ass. Ignacio, that's a fact. Look, man, it should be a low price fight. A low price. Like the cost to go to the fight shouldn't be too crazy high, because look, man, even the Beterbiev versus Smith fight was in the Hulu theater at the Garden. It wasn't in the big stadium at the Garden, meaning that Beterbiev's following isn't that large. Although he's an extreme destructor, a savage, a beast, his following is not that large, but it's going to continue growing. But this is overseas, so how do we know? I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be a high-selling fight. Although they love Anthony Yard over there, we'll see. I don't think Anthony Yard has any chance. I feel bad for Anthony Yard. It's kind of crazy, though. I do got to give him props. I think he has some grande cojones. I think he got some grande cojones, because how do you go in a fight that you know you're probably going to get knocked the fuck out, and you're going into the fight like, yeah, confidently, oh, he's slow. They're both slow. and then Beterbiev is like, he said I'm slow? Oh, okay. I understand. Bro, that was like a Terminator response. I understand. He's dead now. I understand. I'm going to go get him. It's over. Finito. He's a very skilled boxer. People forget that due to his amazing power and strength, and doing people and KOing people is a skill. Also a great skill to have. That's a fact. People think that just because he's a hard puncher that he don't got skill. No, he's very skilled. It's just that he hasn't been able to show the skill because he's knocking everybody the fuck out. But unlike these other boxers that come on the stadium and be like, well, you know, I just wanted to show that I don't only knock people out, that I also have boxing ability and footwork, and I have a good jab, and No, Beterbiev don't give a fuck about that. He's like, oh, if you don't see my skill, you don't see my skill. I'm going to keep knocking motherfuckers out. If there's somebody who can take my power, then you're going to see my skill. You know, let's stop it. Yard has a poor following in the UK. Well, if that's the case, Tony Pugilist, then this fight should be very cheap in price, and everybody should try to go to it to catch Beterbiev live and hear the sound of those punches destroying flesh and bone. That moment Beterbiev reacted to Yard saying he was slow was hilarious. It was hilarious, bro. I love it. I'm slow? Okay. I understand. What? I'd be afraid I'm not going to be afraid, but you know what I'm saying. Like, shit sounds crazy. Okay, I understand. Shit, now I need to train harder. I done riled the man up. I need to train harder. I'm going to go get some titanium implanted on my jaw because I don't want to get knocked out easily. Yard and his trainer, Tunde Ajayi, have polarized himself. I don't like Tunde. Tunde is trash. I forgot which fight. From the Kovalev fight. Empty the tank. And then Kovalev knocks out Anthony Yard in the fight that should have been an easy win for Anthony Yard. That's a joke. Stop it. If Bebo fights Boatsi in the UK, another must-attend event. I think Boatsi is the best fight for Bebo right now. Zuldo's trash, so I don't want to see him fight Zuldo. If he was to fight Zuldo, it is what it is, but I really don't want to see him fight Zuldo. Zuldo, I feel like if Zuldo was to get a Bebo fight, it'd be like rewarding somebody for doing nothing. And at the end of the day, nobody deserves a reward for doing nothing. You know, like, if we go to school, we have to do our homework and do our stuff in order to pass and graduate. We have to go to, if you want to be a boxer, you have to go through the amateur ranks, and after amateurs, you go pro and etc. You know, everybody has to put in the work in order to be able to get a trophy, to get a championship. You know, you don't just get stuff for doing nothing. And at this moment, the only thing that Zuldo has done is nothing. He's fought truck drivers. Therefore, I would love to see Boatsi versus Bebo, because Craig Richards, Boatsi's last win, is better than every single person on Zuldo's resume. There we go. Craig Richards is better than every single person on Zuldo's resume. In fact, Craig Richards may possibly beat Zuldo. Maybe not. But even if, Zuldo does not deserve no trophy for not doing anything, and that's a fact. That's why I talk shit about Zuldo. Not because I actually think that he's not good or not a great boxer, not because of any of that. The main reason I talk trash about Zuldo is because he's fought nobody. And I don't think that people deserve trophies and titles and opportunities for not doing anything. Bivol is another fighter with zero fans. Yeah, I think it's their style. They don't talk shit. Bivol and Beterbiev don't talk shit. They're both Russian. Their English isn't as amazing. But I think their stock is on the rise. I think Bivol's stock rose with beating Canelo. Beterbiev's stock rose with beating Smith at the Garden with such impressive fashion and crazy knockouts. I think their stock is on the rise, regardless if they keep on fighting. And they don't have that many fights on their records either. So if they keep on fighting and getting good fights and win, I think they're just going to get more and more recognized. At the end of the day, I think they need I think they need to get a hype man though, like Devin Haney. Devin Haney got his hype man that be talking shit for him. They need to get a English speaking hype man to just talk shit to the crowd and get the crowd hype and raise their stock. I'll be there knowing the UK guys getting smashed, but the chance to get to watch those champs is can't miss to me. Yeah, man, I missed this last weekend. Maybe I should have bought a damn ticket. I was hoping to get in with the media passes, but that didn't work out. You know, it is what it is. But I'm not really looking to spend money right now. I'm investing in too many businesses right now. If the businesses that I'm investing in do great, oh, you're gonna see me at all the fights. I'm gonna start covering everything then. But I'm right now. I'm in an investing moment. I can't really be spending like that. Here we go. Zuldo versus Richards is a great fight. That's an amazing fucking fight, Tony. I was thinking that as well. That's an amazing fight. Zuldo versus Richards makes sense. And if Zuldo was to beat Richards, then I'm giving Zuldo some type of credit. But he's fought nobody. He gets no credit from me. Too bad. Too bad. It is what it is. Okay, here we go. Hey, Kenny. Put respect on the name of the best pound-for-pound fighter in the game right now, Zuldo. Chauncey Pearl, stop playing, man. Zuldo gets nothing. He gets nothing. The guy was fighting at 175 his last fight and came in at 200 pounds. And he didn't look amazing either. Or against Bocel, however you say that. Whatever. I don't like Zuldo because of that. Once he fights somebody, I'll put some respect on his name. I'm not a hater. I just speak the facts. People don't deserve merits for not doing anything. Zuldo, Team Batman says, Zuldo has the most padded record in boxing for anyone over 40 fights. It's incredible. Him and Munguia need to step it up, but at least Munguia is still young and more exciting. Now, Munguia and Zuldo are one and the same. None of them get any respect from me whatsoever until they fight somebody. I agree, though. Richards versus Zuldo is a great fight. That's the fight that should happen. Richards versus Zuldo and Boazzi versus Bivol. Though that makes sense to me. Not no Zuldo versus Bivol because he's the mandatory. Mandatory what? Mandatory piece of shit fighting truck drivers? Stop it. Stop it, Five. Let's not do that. Let's not do it. God damn it. All right, let me continue going through my topics, though. We got Anthony Yarde versus Beterbiev. I already went through that kind of. Anthony Yarde going to get knocked the fuck out. Unfortunately, we don't care about that. Nobody in boxing cares about that. But you know what? Anthony Yarde trying to get himself some money. I guess they're trying to pad Beterbiev's record and give him a free, easy victory. Put him in there against Bivol. That's the only fight we need to see. And then I'd love to see Beterbiev move up in weight class to cruiserweight. Supposedly, he may be having some type of issues making weight anyway. And if that's the case, if he's having issues making weight and he's destroying dudes like this, imagine if he doesn't have issues going up in weight. We know he could fight at heavyweight because he did it in the Olympics. So he'd be fine at cruiserweight, fighting big dudes. And that power can knock out big dudes. So I don't see... People like, oh, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. Nah, look, man. I'm always gonna say that I want to see the guy go up and beat the bigger guy because I'm all about the biggest possible challenges. I'm all about the biggest possible challenges. And you know what? A bigger dude that can box is a bigger challenge than a smaller dude that can box. Here we go. Plus, it gives him access to more belts, access to be more legendary, access to actually make it to the Hall of Fame and have a reason to have made it there. Not like your boy, Andre, son of Doodoo, Ward. Here we go. Alexander Usyk versus Anthony Joshua. There was a press conference for that fight. Alexander Usyk just seems like a fucking machine. Like a fucking warrior. And I love it. I respect it. And Anthony Joshua seemed kind of scared. Okay, let me rephrase that. Not scared. He did not look scared. You couldn't see fear in his face. But he looked kind of unsure. Certain things that he was doing, certain body language pieces, the way he was kind of looking at Usyk sideways, like when Usyk was speaking, he kept on looking over at Usyk like in a way that seemed like he was scared and like shocked at certain things that Usyk was saying about that he's just gonna go out there and win the fight. The being at war does not change anything for him. That they're gonna love his skill when they see him. Everything he was saying, Anthony Joshua seemed a little like, oh, okay, it's crazy. I don't know. They're saying that Anthony Joshua is gonna come out with the boxing plan that he should have came out in the first fight, showing that he is the big guy, acting like if he is the bigger guy, imposing his body, using his jab, imposing his will. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know. As of right now, I haven't seen no training tape. I haven't seen anything. But Anthony Joshua and Usyk both look exactly the same in their physique. And if their physique is going to be exactly the same, being that they just hired for Anthony Joshua, his new coach. Why am I catching the brain for it? What's his name? His new trainer. What the fuck? I can't. I must search. Robert Garcia. There we go. So Robert Garcia, they're saying that they're training him to fight the style that he should have fought in the first fight, and that they're confident that he's going to be able to pull this victory out. Eddie Hearn was also saying that they're confident he's going to pull this victory out. I don't think so. I still got I still got Alexander Usyk winning this fight. Anthony Joshua just seems unsure of himself. Supposedly, they're saying he's a different man. He's thinking differently, that he's going to impose himself differently. We'll see. Mindset definitely makes a huge difference when it comes to boxing. Your mindset, it doesn't mean everything, but it makes a huge difference because, your mindset isn't going to stop you from getting knocked out if you get hit in the wrong spot. Your mindset, it will just have you sharper, have you more aggressive, have you knowing and feeling that you're going to win, as opposed to going in there and being afraid to trade, or being afraid to throw the big punch because you may get countered and may get hit with something big. So we'll see. Mentality plays a lot, but let me see some training tapes. Let me see some interviews. Let me see some videos. Let me see something. At this point, I'm going to stick with my guns. Alexander Usyk is going to be Anthony Joshua. That's what and look, if Anthony Joshua does not come in there with a better gas tank and a better fight plan, Alexander Usyk is going to KO Anthony Joshua. So let's see what happens, what they calling it? Clash on the Red Sea, something. I don't know. They coming up with these cool names for the Saudis. First one was Clash on the Dunes. This one is like Battle of the Red Sea or Sands. Whatever. Who cares? All right, moving on. Oh, look at that. Another one of my topics that I kind of already touched up on. But we'll go into it anyway. Who is Bivol's next opponent? The only two people that I have listed here are Zurdo or Buatsi. And we already went through as why I don't think that they should be Zurdo. We 100% went through that. I definitely don't think it should be Zurdo because he's only fought truck drivers. Buatsi fought Craig Richards. Bivol also fought Craig Richards. Craig Richards lost to both Bivol and Buatsi. They have a fight in common. Craig Richards is a great fighter. I think he's a better fighter than Bivol. And Craig Richards is not a better fighter than Bivol. Craig Richards is a better fighter than anybody on Bivol's record. Therefore, Craig Richards should fight Bivol. Excuse me. Fuck, I keep messing this up. I'm stuttering my words. Craig Richards is better than anybody on Zurdo's record. Therefore, Zurdo and Craig Richards should fight. And Buatsi and Bivol should fight next. Those should be the next two fights for both of those guys. And that's that. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the Zurdo fans say. Zurdo has not done anything. Moving on to the next topic of conversation. Let me get a little sip of coffee because I'm tired. Michelle La Salsa Ali Rivera wants to fight Tank. Tells Tank, fight me or vacate the belts. And this is, I'm going to have to say, it's a little upsetting for me. Michelle Rivera's a Dominican brethren, there's not that many Dominicans in boxing. I'm Dominican, so I'm always going to talk a little bit about when I hear some news regarding Dominican boxers that I praise, that I have high hopes for. Not Javier Fortuna, that I think may potentially get knocked out by Ryan Garcia. I had big thoughts about Javier Fortuna before he fought Jojo Diaz and lost to Jojo Diaz. I think he should have beat Jojo Diaz, and since he didn't, I lost a lot of love for Javier Fortuna. So, yeah, Michelle Rivera says to Tank that he wants to fight him. That's not that to release the titles or vacate them. Look, man, those are the regular belts. Those aren't even the real belts. If you want to be fighting somebody, you should be calling out Devin Haney, or even George Kambosos, who just lost to Devin Haney, or Teofimo went up, Aloma, any of those top guys. I mean, even Tank is a good call out. Just that Tank is not a champion, and Tank apparently ain't fighting nobody. Who knows? He may fight Michelle Rivera because that is definitely a step up in opposition, and it's a winnable fight for both of them. Michelle Rivera could win that fight, and Tank could win that fight. Shit, Tank could knock out Michelle Ali Rivera. I hope not, because I love his fighting style. He has great abilities. He needs to develop a little bit, but we'll see. We shall see. Next up, we have Lucas Brown, who's trying to make some noise in the heavyweight scene again. He wants to fight Daniel Dubois. I'm going to sit here and say that I don't really see a point for that fight to happen. It doesn't make sense at all for me. Daniel Dubois is on an upward trajectory. He's not, like, fighting Lucas Brown would be a step down for Daniel Dubois instead of a step up. He just beat Trevor Bryan. Why fight a guy that got beat up by people that you should be trying to fight right now, i.e. Dillian White, i.e. Joseph Parker, i.e. getting the rematch against Joy Joyce. You should not be looking to go down in opposition. You should be looking to go up in opposition. Therefore, Daniel Dubois should not fight Lucas Brown. Lucas Brown is the one calling out Daniel Dubois, saying that he wants his old belt back. But I could definitely see the belt happening. I could definitely see that fight happening, specifically because it's a money fight. It's an easy fight for Daniel Dubois. It'd get Lucas Brown some money, and that's what I feel like Lucas Brown is getting. Lucas Brown does not have the skill or the physique or the power to be a heavyweight champ ever, like a real heavyweight champ is what I'm saying, not a secondary champ. We don't care about secondary champs. So Lucas Brown needs to stop it. Daniel Dubois needs to not entertain Lucas Brown and continue looking ahead at bigger, better things. Shit, he really needs to, go back against Joe Joyce and avenge that loss. And here we go. On to the next topic. We got Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz, September 4th. Que mama huevo. What a pinche puto, huh? What a pájaro. What a palomo. What a fucking Snickers bar. What a fucking burger. The guy goes for fighting for a championship and belts against Anthony Joshua to fight in... Let me pull up his box rec. I don't want to talk out my ass. I want to talk about Andy Ruiz being ass. Damn. Shit. All right. So, since Anthony Joshua in 2019, listen to that, 2019. Since 2019, Andy Ruiz has only fought twice. In 2021 to Chris Arreola, which he won, that was questionable. Chris Arreola put in some work on him. That was very... I don't know. I would have given that fight to Chris Arreola, not Andy Ruiz, to be honest. But whatever. I haven't gone back to rewatch it. It is what it is. But Luis Ortiz, in my opinion, is a complete cherry pick. Luis Ortiz had no gas tank. He was dead against Charles Martin. He was losing the fight against Charles Martin. He ended up getting lucky and winning with a knockout because Charles Martin is a fucking loser that... I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. Yo, you beating the guy up. You destroying him. Why put yourself in danger? Just continue boxing him out and landing those good power punches that you was landing. Because guess what? His gas tank, it would have been done in maybe one more round. The guy was breathing so goddamn hard, should have got him a fucking respirator. Should have got him a fucking asthma pump and inhaler because he was dying on the side while fighting. He was dying, breathing. He was just dying. Luis Ortiz should not be boxing anymore unless he's going to train his ass off and come back with a way better gas tank. But what I've seen from boxers is that, and in the sport of boxing, dudes never come with better gas tanks than they previously had. Once the gas tank starts going, it's not like they train for that. Dudes continue training power. Look, Anthony Joshua needs to work on that gas tank. heavy. It's just what it is. Same thing with Ruiz needs to work. Same thing with Luis Ortiz needs to work on that gas tank crazy. It is what it is. Same thing with Deontay Wilder. Needs to work on that gas tank crazy because look what happened against Tyson Fury in the first couple fights. The gas tank was done. Not the first fight. The second fight. The gas tank was done. Yes, he was getting outworked heavy and he got knocked out. Last fight, gas tank was done too. He was breathing so goddamn heavy. Can't blame it on the suit. Gotta blame that on your gas tank. Stop only working on lifting weights. Stop only working on power. How about you do your road work? How about you do the jump rope? How about you do your bicycles, how about you get that cardio in? I've been telling dudes every day that on my Instagram, get your motherfucking cardio in. Luis Ortiz is washed up and Ruiz should win easy. That's a fact. Ignacio, that's the PBC schedule, Kenny. They don't fight more than 2 times a year. Well, Ruiz fought once a year. He's fought once in the last 3 years or 2 years. About to be his second fight now. Yeah, no. Regardless PBC, regardless of who, that's Andy Ruiz's fat ass eating Snickers and not getting into fights. I'm not gonna blame PBC for dumb shit that the boxers doing. They're not gonna tell him, "Oh, don't fight no more." They get money off of every fight. They're gonna push him to fight more. It ain't like Ruiz got belts and like they're trying to keep him safe. Ruiz doesn't have a damn thing. All right, before I go into the coming fights for this weekend, I got my last topic. Tyson Fury not allowed into the U.S. because of the Kinahan mix-up and BS. Well, I have zero sympathy. I don't really give a fuck. I don't care. Too bad for Tyson Fury. You know, I don't know if the whole stuff is true, but I'm assuming it's true and that they have proof of it if they're actually taking these actions against them. There has to be proof of it if they're taking these actions against them. It is what it is. Why the hell is he getting involved with mafia bosses, with crime syndicates? Like, bro, what are you doing? You're a professional boxer. You're on top of the world. You're one of the top heavyweights in the sport of boxing right now. You got all the merits. You got all the hype, all the money, all the love. What the fuck are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's stupid. But whatever, he's not being allowed into the U.S. and that supposedly puts the Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury fight at risk, supposedly because his father supposedly also can't come into the U.S. or whatever, and that's who he's been training with. I don't think that fight's going to be at risk. It's going to happen regardless. That's what I think. I don't know. I think. But I think Tyson Fury's a bozo for getting involved with the Kinahan family and then trying to act like it's nothing. Like, trying to, like, you know, dumb it down like if it's nothing, like nothing's happening. True, but look at Adam Kownacki. He turned down a lot of money to fight Derek Chisora in the UK to take on a tomato can in Brooklyn. Hey, look, man. Adam Kownacki has lost 2 of his last fights. Chisora's a hard fight. Shit, Chisora may just knock Adam Kownacki the fuck out. So, look. Adam Kownacki probably did a smart move by keeping himself safe and saying, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't take this fight because I've lost 2 in a row. I don't want to lose anymore. I don't know. I don't know, but Adam Kownacki went from being like an up-and-coming heavyweight fighter that was looking good to a dude who seems like he's just trying to make money and grow popularity, and this whatever. It doesn't work for me. Yeah. Tommy Fury's fighting Jake Paul in August. They just confirmed that, and that's what they're saying, that fight is potentially at risk because of the whole travel ban shit because of the Kinahans. Whatever. I don't care. Tyson Fury, I don't care. Tommy Fury's fight is probably still going to happen. Nobody cares. I mean, to be truthful and honest, though, does it really even affect Tyson Fury? The man is still one of the heavyweight greats. People are still going to want to fight him. That means that they will still have to travel and go to wherever he's at to fight him. They don't have to fight him in the U.S. Who the fuck says that they have to fight in the U.S.? Go to Wembley. 90,000, 100,000 live. Go to Wembley and do whatever it is that you got to do. Go to Wembley. They don't have to fight in the U.S. Nobody gives a fuck about the U.S. and the travel ban. They could fight in Wembley Stadium and probably make just as much or more money because the stadium is bigger and they have a huge following. It is what it is. He'll be all right. He don't need to come over here. He'll be more than good. Okay. I got my last couple topics for the night or for the day. Just the last two fights coming up this weekend, or two fights that are coming up this weekend that have my attention. I won't discuss all the fights happening this weekend, but the two fights happening this weekend that have my attention are Akhmadaliev versus Ronnie Rios and Jesse Bam Rodriguez versus Sor Rungvisai. I'm going to keep it very brief when it comes to Akhmadaliev and Ronnie Rios. Let me get to the comment first. Fury can't fight here, but they can fight in the UK if they want his title for sure. That's a fact, Ignacio. We agree. We on the same page. But in my opinion, if Usyk wins again, Fury isn't fighting him anytime soon. I agree. I think I've been saying that for a long time. No cap. I think Fury doesn't want any part of Usyk. Fury Usyk is like the random wild card that nobody expected to come into the heavyweight division, beating people up stylistically, looking great instead of just trying to knock a dude out. You know, like Tyson Fury was doing that as a big old dude, right? Alexander Usyk came and does it 10 times better than Tyson Fury does it. He's a smaller dude with more speed, not as much power, but beats people up with the punches adding up, the power adding up, and you know, eventually he gets the people out of there, or he just beats them. He beats them where they don't want to throw punches. He hits them nicely to the body, gets them hurt, gets them tired, gets them slow, and wins. He wins. It is what it is. Yo, salute, Tim Gallegos. Thank you for joining in. Looking forward to watching Bam. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's going to be a great fight. And we're going to break into that in a little bit, but let me go right here. Akhmadaliev versus Ronnie Rios. This should be an easy victory for Akhmadaliev. Easy victory for Akhmadaliev. I don't even know why he's fighting Ronnie Rios. Ronnie Rios has a bunch of truck drivers on his resume, a few losses. I don't think Ronnie Rios is anybody that Akhmadaliev should be fighting. The fight that should have happened is Stephen Fulton versus Akhmadaliev, but hopefully that happens next. I got Akhmadaliev winning this fight no matter what. I don't got Ronnie Rios winning this fight. But if, let's say, Ronnie Rios was to win this fight, that's easy pickings. That's like licking the ketchup or the oil off of your fingers after eating some fries or some chicken or some fucking amazing steak. It's like, bro, easy pickings for Stephen Fulton, Ronnie Rios. Akhmadaliev should win this fight easily. I don't have much else to say of Akhmadaliev versus Ronnie Rios. This should be easy. Now here we go for the most exciting fight of this coming event. We got Jesse Bam Rodriguez, the man chasing dreams, the man daring to be great, the man taking on the challenges, the man trying to be a legend. Jesse Bam Rodriguez stepping up again in the weight class that I didn't think he was going to stay in. He said he was thinking about going back down in weight class to fight, and he didn't go. He stayed in the higher weight class. He's fighting the bigger dudes and the bigger names in the weight class that people didn't expect him to do. Look, he's daring to be great. Much people don't do that. Andre Ward didn't dare to be great. He retired. He retired scared. Jesse Bam Rodriguez is daring to be great. And I'm going to tell you, he's daring to be great and he's doing it smart. I 100% think, here goes my prediction. You ready? I 100% think that Jesse Bam Rodriguez is going to win this fight. It could be a knockout. It could be a 12-round fight. I don't know. But I definitely think that Jesse Bam Rodriguez is going to win this fight. Jesse Bam Rodriguez has great footwork, great defense, keeps the gloves and the mitts up. A lot of the punches that look like they're landing on him are hitting his gloves, and he's moving out the way, and he's not catching full impact. And he has great footwork to come in with his jab that he throws from like so far, and with his footwork reaches and lands his jab and follows through with the straight. Bro, Jesse Bam Rodriguez is going to win this fight. You remember I said that he's going to win this fight. Not only does he, in my opinion, have the better skill. Yes, Sor Rungvisai has power. Yes, Sor Rungvisai can punch and throw lots of punches in combination, lots of power punches. Sor Rungvisai hasn't fought in like a year and a half. Jesse Bam Rodriguez fought 3 months ago. Sor Rungvisai is older, more mileage. Jesse Bam Rodriguez is very young and has continued training since his last fight. I got Jesse Bam Rodriguez winning this fight. I don't know if by knockout. I don't know if by 12-round fight, but he's winning this. I don't know if by 12-round decision, but he is definitely, in my opinion, Jesse Bam Rodriguez will win this fight. Don't be surprised when he does so, and give him all the fucking praise he deserves for trying to be great when he does win this fight, okay? He's not Andre Ward. Shit, he may just go take on Chocolatito next. Although he wouldn't really have to, because So Rungvisai beat him twice. It's what it is. Así es la vida. Damn right, Team Batman Boxing. Bam is definitely taking it. The Rat King will be no pushover. And he will test Bam for sure. But Bam should win the fight. Oh, that's a fact. I'm not, Ignacio, that's extremely factual. Puro, what's good, my guy? Can't complain, bro. Can't complain. I definitely agree. that So Rungvisai is definitely not going to be no pushover. He's going to be in there fighting hard, throwing, them powerful punches that he knocked Chocolatito out with. I just think that Bam is more prepared. Bam has been more active. Bam isn't going to come into the ring with rust. Bam is going to come in there ready, and he just has great footwork and great defense and great speed to throw his jab from so far away, and he mixes the body and the head punches up so damn much that, look, man, so Rungvisai is going to be trying to come up, and he's going to do exactly what he did to Quadras. Jab him to the stomach, straight his ass to the face. He's going to push him back a little bit. Every time that he's going to try to be coming on to put his combinations for. Yes, he may land a couple punches, or he may look like he's landing a couple of crazy punches, but a lot of the punches land on the gloves. I'm telling you, Jesse Bam Rodriguez is going to have this easy victory. Choke will be easier, bro, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, or I don't think that fight would happen. But we'll see. What do I know? Chocolatito's a legend, and at this point, it just seems like Bam wants to get these legendary names on his under his resume. Bam isn't trying to be another Zuldo. Bam is trying to be great. Bam is not trying to be Andre Ward. Bam is trying to be great. Tim Gallego says, "Hello, I think Bradley beat Andre in the amateurs." I have no idea. I have barely watched amateur boxing in my history. I just go back and watch some big amateur fights when certain fighters are fighting to get a little more insight. Like, the last one that I saw, well, it wasn't amateurs, it was Olympics, which was Usyk Beterbiev. I only watch few of them like that. But yeah, man, it's Bam Rodriguez this weekend. There's a few other fights that are happening this weekend, but I won't be talking about them. They don't exactly excite me, and my schedule's super busy, so I haven't been able to do the research that I like to. Before I talk about some fights, I got to see some tapes, I got to see some skills, compare them side to side before, do my envisioning, and before I decide who I think is going to win, stuff like that. And I didn't do that for those other fights, so I'm not going to, talk out my ass about it. The two fights I look forward to in the next month or so are Dog Bay versus Gonzalez and Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez Jr. I mean, look, Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez Jr., that's going to be a good one for sure. Dog Bay versus Gonzalez is also going to be a good one for sure. I would be more excited for Garcia versus Benavidez, though, because I think both of these guys are skilled. A lot of people think that Jose Benavidez is more skilled or faster, throws more punches, or has more of a dog in him. A lot of people believe Danny Garcia is the more powerful puncher, more precise puncher, and has a better resume, and is going to come in there and potentially win by knockout, like Terrence Crawford did. Although Terrence Crawford knocked him out later in the fight, we're gonna see. I don't know. I don't have a horse in that race. I don't know who I think would win that fight. Versus Dog Bay and Gonzalez. I don't know. Dog Bay is a beast. Isaac Dog Bay, he's a beast, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna say he's probably gonna be the guy to win that fight. Just pulling up his box rec real quick. All right, here we go. Joet Gonzalez, 25 wins, 2 losses. His 2 losses have come to Navarrete and to Shakur Stevenson. Not those aren't like terrible fights to lose. Shit, he lost against 2 great fighters. Yeah, I don't know. I got to do some research before, but that is going to be a great fight. But I do have to do some research before I give my thoughts on that one. But nah, I do like Dog Bay as well. I don't want to talk out my ass. Dog Bay is amazing, but I don't want to talk out my ass. I want to do the side-by-side comparison and just break it down myself so I could come back with some analytics and tell you guys what I think on who I think is going to win or not. Jose looks out of shape. Yeah, I don't know. But he has time. He has time to get back in shape. I'm not really a fan of Jose Benavidez Jr. I'm not. Talks a lot of shit, acts a little too gangster for the sport of boxing. He talks a big game as if he was the main guy. He's not even that amazing a boxer. He's definitely not the main guy. The main guy in the family is David Benavidez. And David Benavidez don't even talk out his ass like that. So I think Jose Benavidez Jr. needs to fall back a little bit on the trash talk and focus more on his workouts, his physique, and not look out of shape, and his boxing ability, and stop that nonsense trash talk. All Gonzalez has to do is box. All Gonzalez has to do is box Gonzalez. Oh, it's box. Okay. It's supposed to be a period there. All Gonzalez has to do is box. Gonzalez has the reach and height advantage, and Dog Bay has been in too many wars lately. I don't know, bro. Ignacio, I don't know if I agree with you, bro. Dog Bay is a beast. Dog Bay doesn't back down from shit. Dog Bay throws punches and bunches. Dog Bay always has an answer for anything that he gets hit with. But like I said, I got to go back and do the research. I'm not going to talk out my ass and say that Dog Bay is going to win this fight. But my picks for this weekend: Akhmadaliev. Don't know how he's going to win. Could be knockout, could be 12-round decision. Bam Rodriguez as well, winning. I don't know how he's going to win. Could also be knockout, could also be decision. If he wins with a knockout, his stock is going to rise all the way up. I mean, his stock rose crazy off of his last win, and it could just raise even more with this victory versus Torongvisai. I don't know who he'd fight next, though, at 115. I know who you guys are probably going to say. But I do think the kid is great. Fighting 3 months after his last fight, he's gonna get that victory. He's definitely gonna get that victory. All right, if you guys are currently watching, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you like what you're watching, subscribe to the channel, share it to some friends, to some people, help me grow. Let's get this channel growing. Show me love and support. Like I show y'all love and support. I appreciate everybody who's tuned in. Thanks for checking me out. Thanks for checking the show out, hearing what I got to say about boxing. Let me read this last comment. I am getting ready to get out of here, but let me read this last comment. Pugilism says, good call, man. Beterbiev thrashed Joe Smith Jr. Definitely. Didn't see it coming, but even better for the Bivol showdown. We'll still take Bivol even if he's the underdog versus Beterbiev. Nah, bro. Pugilism, I got Beterbiev, man. I got Beterbiev. I got Beterbiev versus a whole lot of fighters. Like that. That's what I'm about to see if me and Maestro doing the next show. Beterbiev versus who? Who has a chance of beating Beterbiev? That's about to come up with that segment. Because, I think Beterbiev beats everybody at 175 and a shitload of the people at cruiserweight. And shit. If him and Usyk were to fight, he may knock the fuck out of Usyk. And that's a potential fight that we could see in the future because we saw it in the Olympics. We just never know. But yeah. Styles make fights. Beterbiev is a wrecking machine, no doubt. But Bivol is a counter style for Beterbiev. Yeah, but Beterbiev got longer arms, though. Beterbiev is not Canelo. Beterbiev got longer arms and more power than Canelo. Beterbiev has great boxing skill, great footwork. Bivol ain't going to be able to get all those punches off on Beterbiev without catching some power back. And if he catches some power back, Bivol isn't just going to eat that power and continue moving forward and throwing punches like he was doing with Canelo. Canelo wasn't really able to land on Bivol like that. I got better beef, bro. I got better beef. Facts. I'm sorry. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for joining me. Thanks for showing me love. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to be permanently switching the scheduling for the show. I'm gonna try to find some time that's a little more comfortable. Wednesdays used to be comfortable for me. In the last month, it's gotten to be a little more difficult. I've had to reschedule a few times. I haven't really fronted on shows like that. I don't like to front on shows like that. So, but I'm trying to find another permanent scheduled day. I may do Sunday afternoons or Monday early in the day. We don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, but we'll see. Thank you so much. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe, share, like the content. Appreciate y'all. Have a great night. Enjoy your Saturday boxing. Let's watch Bam kick some ass. Y'all take care, man. Peace. Thanks for all the love, and I appreciate y'all, man. Peace out, y'all. Take care. See y'all soon.